Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, and a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Embassy of India, Muscat, is delighted to host this session in association with Art of Living LLC on the health benefits of Yoga and Ayurveda, titled Work-Life Balance and Health, Distress to De-Stress. This program is a run-up, or shall I say warm-up, to the second International Yoga Day celebration on 21st of June. We will start the program with an Odissi performance, followed by a short film on yoga. May I request Aishwarya Hegde and her troupe to please come up to the stage? Odissi is one of the 8 ancient Indian classical dances. Odissi derives its name from the Indian state it originates from, Odisha. Like all other Indian classical dances, Odissi is an extension of yoga. Through this art, an Odissi dancer learns to balance a deep sense of spirituality, emotional stability, and expression. Today, the students of Deepam Odissi Academy, Muscat, will perform a piece called Moksha. Moksha, meaning liberation or freedom, is a yogic state of non-ego, where one stands free from all desires, actions, and consequences in a total state of oneness. Moksha is attained through a meditative state of mind that is detached from the material world and its desires. This piece is choreographed by Padma Vibhushan Guru Kelucharan Mohapatra and will be performed by Aishwarya Hegde, Alina Thomas, Srijita Banerjee, Ayushmita Ghoshal, Stuti Kapadia, Dilsri Ajit, and Murphy Vijaya under the tutelage of Guru Deepak Roy. Please, ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome our troupe, Aishwarya and her teammates. Thank you.
If the nature of human beings is compassion, solidarity and love, then why do people behave like this? Stress, traumas, lack of proper education. A stressed mind makes a person aggressive. Aggressive actions generate more violence. Like a virus, violence infects the whole society. The first step to revert this process is to eliminate stress and negative impressions in people's minds. There is a simple and effective way to achieve this. The International Association for Human Values has developed programs based on breathing techniques, meditation, and education in human values. These techniques were created thousands of years ago, and they have been adapted to our times for the benefit of humankind. The objective is to learn how to solve internal and external conflicts, manage our emotions, and eliminate stress. Live life with enthusiasm and joy. Students, entrepreneurs, government officials, individuals deprived of freedom, people from all religions and walks of life have eliminated the stress, insomnia, anxiety, and depression. They have felt a revitalization of their human values. Thousands of people who experience the positive effects of these programs have become leaders in their communities and work together towards the same goal, contributing to the peace and well-being of society. The International Association for Human Values and the Art of Living Foundation were created 30 years ago by Sri Sri Ravi Shankar with the vision of achieving a disease-free body, a stress-free mind, and a violence-free society, the birthright of every human being.
If there is a competition for God today in the world, I would say that is stress. Stress has become almost synonymous to God. It's so many present. Everywhere you can find stress.
We are delighted to announce the arrival of our chief guest, the Minister of Health, His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Saeedi. May I now request His Excellency Indramani Pandey, Ambassador of India to the Sultanate of Oman, to please welcome our chief guest and some of the distinguished guests with flowers on this stage. May I request the following to please come up. His Excellency the Ambassador, would you please escort the Minister of Health, His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed bin Obaid Al Saeedi, the Chief of Protocol, His Highness Ambassador Muhammad Salim Ali Al Saeed, Ms. Iman Mutlaq, keynote speaker for today, and Ms.Amal Waqr, our oud player, the one and only female oud player in the GCC. And to give them the flowers would be His Excellency the Ambassador to the Minister, Mr. Ajay Kimji to the Chief of Protocol, Mrs. Sushma Pandey to Ms. Iman Mutlaq, and Mrs. Neela Rora to Amal. Mr. Ajay Kimji will offer flowers to the Chief of Protocol. Thank you, sir. Mrs. Sushma Pandey to Ms. Iman Mutlaq, our keynote speaker. And Mrs. Neelu Rora will present flowers to Amal Waqr. A big applause to this young lady, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Rora, would you please escort the dignitaries to the audience while His Excellency will deliver the welcome and the speech. Thank you.
Your Excellency, Dr. Ahmad bin Muhammad bin Ubaid Al Saidi, Minister of Health, Your Highness Muhammad Salim Ali Al Said, Chief of Protocol, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ms. Iman Mutlaq, Ms. Kaushani Desai, Mr. Ajay Khimji, Mrs. Kamal Khimji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I extend a very warm welcome to you and thank you for joining this Yoga and Ayurveda session. I express my thanks and gratitude to Honorable Minister of Health for his presence this evening, which is a source of inspiration for all yoga enthusiasts in Oman. I would also like to convey my sincere thanks to His Highness Muhammad Salim Ali Al Said for his kind presence and his support to the various events which are organized by the Indian Embassy in Oman. I take this opportunity to convey my best wishes to His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said Al Said and thank him for his benign care of the Indian community in Oman and for allowing the Indian community in Oman to practice their religious and other social and cultural practices, events, including yoga sessions. As Prime Minister of India had stated in his address to the UN General Assembly in September 2014, yoga is an invaluable gift of Indian civilization to the mankind, rather to the humankind. The declaration by the UN General Assembly in December 2014 through a unanimous resolution, the 21st June as the International Day of Yoga, was a recognition by the international community that yoga, an ancient heritage of India, provides a holistic approach to health and well-being, and that a wider dissemination of information about the benefits of practicing yoga would be beneficial for the health of the people. Yoga is now a universal heritage which belongs to the entire humankind. The yoga session this evening is an endeavor to make yoga more popular in Oman. It is dedicated to demonstrating yoga's relevance in balancing the demands of a busy work life and the imperatives of keeping a good health. Today, most of us need to deal every day with stressful situations, both in our work and personal lives. I thank Art of Living in Oman for joining hands with the embassy for organizing this session, which I hope we all would find useful. I take this opportunity to thank Ms. Iman Mutlaq, a renowned yoga scholar and a recipient of Middle East Women of the Year 2015 award, for accepting our request to be with us this evening and to be our keynote speaker. Ayurveda is an ancient Indian tradition of medicine which aims at providing holistic health to the people. I want to thank Ms. Kaushani Desai for accepting our proposal to introduce Ayurveda cooking to you all, which I am sure you would find very rewarding. Yoga is usually regarded as a set of asanas aimed at enhancing physical fitness and health. It is believed that yoga is derived from the word yus, which means to join. In its original philosophical sense, yoga means the individual soul joining the God or the Supreme Soul. There is thus more to the yoga than asanas, which are considered only one of the various practices like yam, niyam, pranayam, pratyahara, and some other practices essential to becoming a yogi. The scholars present here this evening will be able to elaborate more on the evolution of yoga as a philosophy and a popular practice in India. There is a vast literature on various kinds of yoga. A few popular ones are Hatha Yoga, Raj Yoga, or Sahaj Yoga. I hope this session on yoga will inspire you to find more about various traditions and practices of yoga. I believe yoga, which is based on the belief that a healthy mind lives in a healthy body, can help people all over the world in living a healthier and happier life. Yoga can also help the governments all over the world to reduce their health budget by integrating yoga into their health systems. This session of yoga is one of the series of yoga events which the embassy plans to organize in run-up to the second International Day of Yoga on 21st June 2016, which we will all be celebrating here in Oman. We have been receiving excellent cooperation from the government of Oman, and I hope this cooperation will continue in future also. Art of Living in Oman has been an enthusiastic partner of the Indian Embassy in organizing various yoga events in Muscat and elsewhere in Oman. I want to thank them and hope their cooperation will also continue in future. At the same time, I would also like to request other yoga organizations in Oman to come forward to join the hands with Indian Embassy in organizing various yoga events to celebrate the International Day of Yoga. I thank you all again for your participation tonight, for your presence here, and wish you all a long, healthy, and happy life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And now for the highlight of the evening, the keynote speech by Ms. Iman Mutlaq. Our keynote speaker today is a yoga expert besides a lot else. Iman Mutlaq is the CEO of Jordan-based Sigma Investments, handling international financial issues. She has contributed to cancer research initiatives of King Hussein Cancer Foundation. Iman was the recipient of the Middle East Woman of the Year 2015 award and has been appointed Goodwill Ambassador for Human Rights and Peace in Jordan in 2014. In 2015, Iman became the president of the Geneva-headquartered International Association for Human Values, an affiliate of the Art of Living, for whom she also teaches leadership programs. Her hobbies include sports, yoga, and mountain climbing. Would you all please join me in welcoming Ms. Iman Mutlaq to the stage? Thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting me, سعادة الوزير وسعادة السفير، معالي الوزير وسعادة السفير كريمة كليتكم. Thank you so much for having me here. It's really an honor and pleasure to be with you and among all of you. Actually, I want to start by saying something which is my teacher used to say. Like a flower bud, human life has the potential to blossom fully. Blossoming of human potential to fullness is yoga. allow me to speak in Arabic because this is my mother language. Why I'm here today? I'm here today to tell you just a small story about how I started. I'm a businesswoman, and بلشت إني أكون businesswoman since I was 14 years old. بلشت إني أشتغل وإني أشوف كيف بقدر إنه أكون من غير مساعدة حدا إنه يكون حوالي. So I started بعمري 14 سنة، وبعديها بلشت إني أكون من business لبزنس. نجحت كتير مادياً، أو نجحت كتير إنه بقدر أحكي كعمل. لكن لما وصلت عمر 30 حسيت إنه النجاح أو الثروة مش بس هي المصاري أو الكارير. There is another kind of wealth، أو في إشي تاني بنعتبره نجاح which is not مصاري wealth، اللي هو البالانس. كيف بنقدر نحافظ على بالانس between الكارير والهيلث والمصاري والفاميلي؟ مش easy، صح؟ Is it easy إن إحنا نقدر نكون ناجحين بعملنا، ناجحين بعائلتنا وصحتنا ونكون healthy all the time? It's a little bit challenge, isn't it? Who find إنه مين شايف إنه it's a balance and it's to keep a balance it's something easy to do? It's not easy, isn't it? So I discovered that there is a lot of kind of wealth. So it's not only the career and the finance and the family, there is also the health and also the mental, how to be in peace between you and yourself. This is something very important. كيف بقدر أكون راضي عن حالي؟ كيف بقدر إني